I guess you should know how to behave in the school hall. When others are performing, please, just behave yourself. It should be a fun experience for us. All of you are going to watch the other's performance. I understand that at times, maybe there are some people you to laugh about, or something like that. Show your respect to others, at least when they are performing. Do not talk to one another.
Dear teachers and fellow schoolmates, good afternoon. Welcome to the Form 1 Readers Theatre Competition 2016 to 2017. I'm your host today, Bobby Lam of Form 5B.
And I'm Nicholas Lee of Form 5D. I know that our Form 1 boys have prepared a lot for this competition.
Sure they have. And now, I can't wait watching their performance. But before that, let's introduce the adjudicators of today. They are Mrs. Connie Fan, Mr. Wei Yu, and Mr. Ronald Snow.
Our visitors are going to give marks based on both the teamwork and pronunciation and delivery, which takes up 40% and 60% respectively.
Each class is given 8 minutes to present the story. Not a minute more, not a minute less.
So they'll have to make every minute count.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the competition. Today's story is called The Red Dragon. Let's welcome our first performing class, Form 1D.
Let's give them a big applause.
The Red Dragon. Long, long ago, many animals on Earth did not look the way they do today. Some animals were much taller or thinner than they are now.
Some animals had more legs than they do today.
Two of the animals that lived at that time were the hippopotamus and rhinoceros. And they were both so vain that they drove the other animals crazy talking about themselves.
Just look at my body. See how trim and fit I am. Am I good looking or what?
Rhinoceros would turn around and around so everyone could see his handsome face.
Luckily me, my left side is just as awesome as my right side.
Before you knew it, the elephant would start bragging too.
Take a look at my teeth. They are the best.
Then elephant would smile and show off his 2 rows of shiny white teeth.
Life went on that way, boring, 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 for a long time.
Then, one day, the animals looked up at the sky. What an unreal sight! A red dragon was flying toward Earth, screaming at the top of his lungs.
The world is coming to an end. The world is coming to an end.
The lion sound.
Oh, boo-hoo! We have heard that story before. The chicken once squawked the same thing, and nothing happened.
This is the real deal. Honest.
Everyone asked Dragon where he had heard the story.
Do I have to tell you everything? Well, if you must know, a wizard told me.
Then it must be true. What should we do?
The dragon, who really wanted friends, tried to be helpful.
You could climb on my back. I will take you to another world.
By now, the animals were getting scared. They all rushed to climb on the dragon's back.
Except Lion, who spoke with a roar.
I'm the king of the jungle, and that's made me top dog around here. I'm not scared of anything. I'm staying right where I am.
Tiger got down on the dragon's back. He called.
Tiger are as brave as lion. I'm staying too.
Finally, all the other animals were ready to go. The dragon jumps into the air and flapped his wing as hard as he could.
But the dragon came back down again. He tried to take off again and again, but he had a very heavy thought. Geez, it's awfully hard. Eventually, however, the dragon lifted into the air. He flew higher and higher.
But the animals on his back weren't happy. They were all squeezed together. Soon, they started pushing and shoving.
Hey, get your tail out of my eye! Look out, your paw just missed my nose.
Move over! I don't have any room!
The little mouse squeezed.
Oh, we are going awfully high!
The red dragon was getting annoyed.
Yellow, I'm trying to do you guys a favor. Do you think you could give me a break and settle down so I can fly?
Not one of the animals paid a bit of attention to him. He soon became so tired that he could hardly flap his wings.
Next thing everyone knew, red dragon was falling from the sky. The animals all started to freak out as they slid off the dragon's back and fell to the ground.
Oh no! Help us! Someone help us! We are going to die!
Whack! The dragons hit the ground hard. Nobody died, but they all landed with a loud crash.
The snake's legs fell off and he slithered away into the grass. Rhinoceros got a large bump on his nose. It turned into a horn.
Hippopotamus rode and rode down the hill. He got bigger and bigger until he dropped into a big river. He was so embarrassed about his size that he wouldn't come out.
Elephant fell with his mouth open. All his shiny teeth broke, except for two that got stuck in the mud. As Elephant tried to pull them out, they stretched and stretched into two long tusks. Poor Giraffe, when she fell, she got her head stuck in a tall tree. Her neck stretched and stretched until her body hit the ground.
All of the animals changed in some way, except Lion and Tiger.
Ha ha ha! How silly they all look! They should have stayed here with us!
That made Crocodile mad.
What's so funny? How would you like it if a gorilla landed on your face?
Worst of all was the rhinoceros. He was furious about losing his handsome face. That is why, even today, you must be very careful about rhinos.
I don't think these animals are very good friends to have after all. I will go look for friends in another world.
So, Bowie, what do you think about the performance just now?
This is a competition, and we're supposed to be neutral.
Oh, you're right. So let's invite our performing class Form 1B. Please show your support by giving them a round of applause.
look the way they do today.
Some animals were much taller or thinner than they are now.
Some animals have more legs than they do today.
Two of the animals that lived at the time were the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros.
And they were both so vain that they drove the other animals crazy, talking about themselves. Just look at my body, see how trim and fit I am.
Am I good looking or what?
Rhinoceros will turn around and around for everyone who sees his handsome face.
Lucky me, my left side is just as awesome as my right side.
Before you knew it, the elephant would start bragging too.
Take a look at my teeth. They are the best.
An elephant would smile and show his 2 rows of shiny white teeth.
Life went on that way, boring, 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 for a long time.
Then, one day, the animals looked up at the sky.
What an unreal sight! A red dragon was flying towards Earth, screaming at the top of his lungs.
The world is coming to an end. The world is coming to an end.
The lion sighed.
Oh, we heard this story before, but the same thing and nothing happened.
This is the real deal, huh?
Everyone asked Dragon what he had heard the story.
Tell you everything? Well, if you must know, Wizard told me.
Oh, then it must be true. What should we do?
The dragon, who really wanted friends, tried to be helpful.
You can climb on my back. I'll take you to another world.
By now, the animals were getting scared. They all rushed to climb on the dragon's back.
Except the lion, he spoke with a roar.
I am king of the jungle, and that makes me hop down around here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not scared of anything. I'm staying away from my man.
Tiger got down on the dragon's back. He called.
Tigers are the spirit of life. I'm staying away from it.
Finally, though, all the other animals were ready to go. The dragon jumped into the air and flapped his wings as hard as he could.
Fun! The dragon came back down again. He tried to take off again and again, but he had a very heavy load.
Please, this is awfully hard.
Eventually, however, the dragon lifted into the air. He flew higher and higher.
But the animals on his back weren't happy. They were all squished together. Soon they started pushing and shoving.
Look out, your paw just missed my nose. Move over, I don't have any room.
The little mouse squeaked.
Oh, we are going awfully high. The red dragon was getting annoyed.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to give you guys a favor. Do you think that you could give me a break and settle down so I can fly?
Not one of the animals paid a bit of attention to him. He soon became so tired he would hardly flap his wings.
Next thing anyone knew, the red dragon was falling from the sky.
The animals all started to freak out as they slid off the dragon's back and fell to the ground.
Oh,
Help us! Someone help us! We are going to die.
Whack! The dragon hit the ground hard. Nobody died, but they all landed with a loud crash.
The snake's legs fell off, and he slipped over into the rocks.
Rhinoceros got a bump on his nose. It turned into a horn.
Hippopotamus rolled and rolled downhill. He got bigger and bigger until it popped into a big river. He was so embarrassed about his size that he wouldn't come out.
Elephant bubbled his mouth open. All his shiny teeth broke, except the two that were stuck in the mud. As Elephant tried to pull them out, they stretched and stretched into 2 long trusses.
Poor giraffe. When she fell, she got her head stuck in a tall tree. Her neck stretched and stretched until her body hit the ground.
All of the animals changed in some way, except lion and tiger.
好犀利 they all know. They should have stayed in the
That made Crocodile mad. What's so funny? How would you like it if a gorilla landed on your face?
Worse was a rhinoceros. He was furious about losing his handsome face. That is why, even today, you must be very careful around rhinos.
I don't think these animals are very good friends to have after all. I'll go look for friends in another world.
After watching the performances from the two classes, I understand that it is actually very hard to tell a story in front of so many people.
Yes, especially in such a lively way.
Well, let's not keep our audiences waiting. Let's invite the next class, Form 1E, by giving them a big applause.
The red dragon.
Long, long ago, many animals on Earth did not look the way they do today.
Some animals were much taller or thinner than they are now.
Some animals had more legs than they do today.
Two of the animals that lived at that time were the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros.
And they were both so fake that they drove the other animals crazy talking about themselves.
Just look at my horse. See how trained and fit I am? Am I good looking? Or what?
Rhinoceros would turn around and around, so everyone could see his handsome face.
Lucky me! My left side is just as awesome as my right side.
Before you knew it, the elephant would start bragging too.
Take a look at my teeth. They are the best.
Then elephant would smile and show off his 2 rows of shiny white teeth.
Life went on that way, boring, for a long time.
Then, one day, the animals looked up at the sky.
What an unreal sight! A red dragon was flying toward Earth, screaming at the top of his lungs.
The world is coming to an end! The world is coming to an end!
The lion sighed.
Oh, boo-hoo. We've heard that story before. The chicken once walked the same fence and nothing happened.
This is a real deal. Honest.
Everyone asked Dragon where he had heard the story.
Do I have to tell you everything? Well, if you must know. A wizard told me.
Oh, that must be true. What should we do?
The dragons, who really want a friend, tried to be helpful.
You could climb on my back. I'll take you to another world.
By now, the animals were getting scared. They all rushed to climb on the dragon's back.
Except the lion, who spoke with a roar.
I'm the king of the jungle, and there makes me total around here. I'm not scared of anything. I'm staying right where I am.
called. Tigers are as brave as lions. I'm staying too.
Finally, though all the other animals were ready to go, the dragon jumped into the air and flapped his wings as hard as he could.
But the giant came back down again. He tried to take off again and again, but he had a very heavy load.
Jeez, this is awfully hard.
Eventually, however, the dragon lifted into the air. He flew higher and higher.
But the animals on his back weren't happy. They were all squished together. Soon, they started pushing and shoving.
Hey, get your tail out of my eye.
Look out! Your paw just missed my nose.
Move over. I don't have any wound.
The little mouse squeaked.
Oh, we are going over
The real dragon was getting a ball.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to do you guys a favor. Do you think you could settle down and give me a break so that I can fly?
Not one of the animals paid a bit of attention to him. He soon became so tired, he could hardly flap his wings.
Next thing anyone knew, Red Dragon was falling from the sky.
The animals all started to freak out and they slid off the dragon's back and fell to the ground.
Work! Dragons hit the ground hard. Nobody died, but they all landed with a loud crash.
The snake's legs fell off, and he slithered away into the grass.
Rhinoceros got a large bump on his nose. It turned into a hole.
Hippopotamus rose and rose down the hill. He got bigger and bigger until he plunged into a big river. He was so embarrassed about his size that he wouldn't come out.
Elephant fell with his mouth open. All his shiny teeth broke, except for two that got stuck in the mud. As Elephant tried to push them out, they scratched and scratched into two long hands.
Poor giraffe. When she fell, she got her head stuck in a tall tree. Her neck scratched and scratched until her body hit the ground.
All of the animals changed into some way except lion and tiger.
How silly they all look. They should have stayed here with us.
That made Crocodile mad.
What's so funny? How would you like it if a gorilla landed on your face?
Worst of all was the rhinoceros. He was furious about losing his handsome face. That is why, even today, you must be very careful around rhinos.
I don't think these animals are very good friends to have after all. I'll go look for friends in another world.
Nicholas, have you ever thought of being the dragon in the story? Flying freely in the skies.
Hey, stop daydreaming. Time's running short, and we got to move on.
Alright, let's invite the next class, 41C, to come on the stage by giving them a round of applause.
Long, long ago, many animals on Earth did not look the way they do today.
Some animals were much taller and thinner than they are now. Some animals had more legs than they do today.
Two of the animals that lived at that time were the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros.
And they were both so vain that they drove the other animals crazy talking about themselves.
Just look at my body. See how slim and thick I am. Am I good looking or what?
Rhinoceros would turn around and around so everyone could see his handsome face.
Lucky me, my left side is just as awesome as my right side.
Before you knew it, the elephant would start bragging too.
Look at my teeth. They're the best.
The elephant would smile and show off his 2 rows of shiny white teeth.
Life went on that way, boring, 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 for a long time.
Then one day, the animals looked up at the sky.
What an unreal sight! A red dragon was flying toward Earth, screaming at the top of his lungs. The world is coming to an end! The world is coming to an end!
The lion sighed.
This is the real deal. Honest.
Everyone asked the dragon where he had heard the story.
Do I have to tell you everything? Well, if you must know, a wizard told me.
Oh, that it must be true. What should we do?
The dragon, who really wanted friends, tried to be helpful. You could climb on my back. I will take you to another world.
By now, the animals were getting scared. They all rushed to climb on the dragon's back.
Except the lion, who spoke with a roar.
I am king of the jungle, and that makes me top dog around here. I'm not scared of anything. I'm staying right where I am.
Tiger got down from the dragon's back. He called.
Tigers are as brave as lions. I'm staying too.
Finally, though, all the other animals were ready to go. The dragon jumped into the air and flapped his wings as hard as he could.
Thud! The dragon came back down again. He tried to take off again and again, but he had a very heavy load.
Jeez, this is awfully hard.
Eventually, however, the dragon lifted into the air. He flew higher and higher.
But the animals on his back weren't heavy. They were all squished together. Soon they started pushing and shoving.
Hey, get your hands off my eyes!
Look out, you can't just eat my nose.
Move over, I don't have any room. The little mouse squeaked.
Ooh! We are going awfully high!
The red dragon was getting annoyed. You know, I'm trying to do you guys a favor. Don't you think you could give me a break and settle down so I can fly?
Not one of the animals paid a bit of attention to him. He soon became so tired he could hardly flap his wings.
Next thing anyone knew, Red Dragon was falling from the sky.
The animals all started to freak out as they slid off the dragon's back and fell to the ground.
Oh no! Help us! Someone help us! We are going to die!
Well, the dragon hit the ground hard. Nobody died, but they all landed with a loud crash.
The snake's legs fell off and he slithered away into the grass.
Rhinoceros got a large bone on his nose. It turned into a horn.
Hippopotamus rode and rode down the hill. He got bigger and bigger until he flopped into a big river. He was so embarrassed about his size that he wouldn't come out.
Elephant fell with his mouth open. All his shiny teeth broke, except for two that got stuck in the mud. As Elephant tried to pull them out, they stretched and stretched into two long tusks.
Poor Giraffe. When she fell, she got her head stuck in a tall tree, and legs stretched and stretched until her body hit the ground.
All of the animals changed in some way, except lion and tiger. Ha ha ha! How silly they all look! They should have stayed here with us.
That made Crocodile mad.
What's so funny? How would you like it if a gorilla landed on your face?
Worst of all was the rhinoceros. He was furious about losing his handsome face. That's why, even today, you must be very careful around the rhinos.
I don't think these animals are very good friends to have. After all, I will go look for friends in another world.
Wow, it's lucky that we're not the adjudicators.
Yes, all of the performances are so great. Also, I'm looking forward to the last group, Form 1A.
Then let's give them a big hand.
The Red Dragon. Long, long ago, many animals on Earth did not look the way they do today. Some animals were much taller or thinner than they are now.
Some animals had more legs than they do today.
Two of the animals that lived at that time were the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros. And they were both so vain that they drove the other animals crazy talking about themselves.
Just look at my body. See how trim and fit I am. Am I good looking or what?
Rhinoceros would turn around and around so everyone could see his handsome face.
Lucky me, my left side is just as awesome as my right side.
Before you knew it, the elephant would start bragging too.
Take a look at my teeth. They are the best.
Then the elephant would smile and show off his 2 rows of shiny white teeth.
Life went on that way, boring, 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 for a long time.
Then one day, the animals looked up at the sky. It wasn't a real sight. A red dragon was flying towards Earth, screaming at the top of its lungs.
The world is coming to an end! The world is coming to an end! The lion sighed.
Oh, whoa! We've heard this story before. The chicken once fought the same thing, and nothing happened.
This is the real deal, honest!
Everyone asked Dragon where he had heard the story.
Do I have to tell you everything? Well, if you must know, a wizard told me. Ooh, then must be true. What should we do?
The dragon, who really wanted friends, tried to be helpful.
You can climb on my back. I will take you to another world. By now, the animals were getting scared. They all rushed to climb on the dragon's back.
Except the lion, who spoke with a roar.
I am the king of the jungle, and that makes me top dog around here. I'm not scared of anything. I'm staying right where I am.
Tiger got down from the dragon's back, called,
Tigers are as brave as lions. I'm staying too.
Finally, though, all the other animals were ready to go. The dragon jumped into the air and flapped his wings as hard as he could.
Thud! The dragon came back down again. He tried to take off again and again, but he had a very heavy load. dragon lifted into the air. It flew higher and higher.
But the animals on his back weren't happy. They were all squished together. Soon they started pushing and shoving.
Hey, get your tail off my eye. Look out, your ball just missed my nose.
Move over. I don't have any room.
The little mouse squeaked.
Oh, we are going high.
The red dragon was getting annoyed.
Yellow, I'm trying to do you guys a favor. You think you can give me a break and settle down so I can fly?
Not one of the animals paid a bit of attention to him. He soon became so tired he could hardly flap his wings.
Next thing anyone knew, Red Dragon was falling from the sky. The animals all started to freak out as his sleek off and going back and fell to the ground.
Oh no! Help us! Someone help us! We are going to die!
Whack, the dragon hit the ground hard. Nobody died, but they all landed with a loud crash.
The snake's legs fell off, and he slithered away into the grass. Rhinoceros had a large bump on his nose. He turned into a horn.
The hippopotamus rolled and rolled down the hill. He got bigger and bigger until he plumped into a big river. He was so embarrassed about his size that he wouldn't come out.
Elephant fell with his mouth open. All his shiny teeth broke, except for two that got stuck in the mud. As Elephant tried to pull them out, they stretched and stretched into two long tusks. Poor Giraffe. When she fell, she got her head stuck in a tall tree. Her neck scratched and scratched until her body hit the ground.
All of the animals changed in some way, except lion and tiger.
Ha ha ha! How silly they all look! They should have stayed here with us! Ha ha ha!
That made Crocodile mad.
What's so funny? How will I eat if I'm coughing up? Land on your face!
Worst of all was the rhinoceros. He was furious about losing his handsome face. It is why today he must be very careful around rhinos.
I don't think these animals are very good friends to have after all. I will go look for friends in another world.
1, 2, 3.
Here comes nearly to the end of the competition, and our adjudicators are calculating the marks.
Let me ask you a question, ladies. After watching the 5 performances by the Falmouth Boys, do you know what the story is about?
Surely I know. There was a dragon flying towards the earth. However, no one trusted the dragon when he claimed the world was coming to an end. Until he mentioned that the news was told by a wizard. Then all the animals, except the lion and the tiger, went on the back of the dragon so that they could leave the earth.
Yeah, that's correct. And as the dragon was very tired and too many animals sat on his back, the dragon, together with all the animals on his back, fell down. Since then, the appearances of the animals have changed, except the lion and the tiger.
Apart from that, I can see the implication of the story too. When we face difficulties and challenges, we may lose faith in ourselves and listen to others blindly. However, what we should do is to stay calm and think carefully.
Yes, you're right. And by the way, Oli, do you have any comments to give to the competitors?
Well, that's a good question. However, I'm not a professional yet. What I can be really sure is that all the 5 classes have done their best job in this competition, and the adjudicators are surely having a very difficult time deciding who the winners are. Now here comes the most exciting moment, because the results are now in our hands.
The best narrator goes to 1D Li Wenchun.
The best teamwork goes to Form 1A. And the second runner-up goes to Form 1D.
And the first runner-up goes to Form 1C.
And the champion goes to Form 1A.
Thanks for the good performances by the participants, and congratulations to all the winners. See you next year. Bye.
Okay, boys. So the bell has rung, and I know that you're very excited and you had a fun time here, right?